Hey, Maximizers. Uh-oh. Ugh. Hold on. I gotta do something. 1 second. Hi, everyone. Hold on. Okay, we're good. Hey, Maximizers. Welcome to my live. If this is your first time watching me, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name's Crystal, aka Krista Maximizer, and I am a content coach. I help product-based business owners create consistent content that converts into consistent sales. And I just finished washing dishes and scarfing down my dinner, and I still have to wash more dishes. I washed the dishes before I cooked, and now I have to wash the dishes that I used when I cooked because I didn't have a chance to clean as I was cooking because I was cooking Alfredo. So I had literally had 4 freaking pots going and the oven at the same time, but I was able to get all of our dinner cooked in 1 hour.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom and take a shower.
Okay.
Because so then if I don't get done in time, I can just go to bed. I don't have to do anything else.
Okay. So that's why I had to put my lotion on. But I'm super excited to be here with y'all tonight. So I said my half of my intro. Oh, so I'm a content coach and I help product-based business owners create consistent content that converts into consistent sales. I have been creating content on social media since 2018. When I started creating content, I started off teaching women how to coupon, how to budget, how to strategically shop and save money. And at that point, I had been couponing for 10 years. It's been 7 years since then. So I've literally been couponing for 17 years. And I love couponing. The millionaire version of me coupons. As long as coupons are available, I will always coupon. But I started teaching women how to coupon and how to save money. And then 2 years in 2020, during the pandemic, my clients were like, hey, Crystal, can you teach us how to start YouTube channels? Can you teach us how to start businesses? Can you teach us how to make money outside of our 9 to 5s because it's a pandemic and we don't know what our life is going to look like. We don't know what our jobs are going to be. And I was like, okay, I can teach you what I've done. I've been doing this for a couple years. I can teach you how I started my YouTube channel and I can teach you how I started my business. So that's what I started doing. So I like to say in 2020, I accidentally became a business coach. My business coach at the time was like, hey, Crystal, you're my star student. Can you come and coach my people? And I was like, you want me to coach your people? Okay. So for 3 years, I did both. For 3 years, I was your couponing girl forward facing. A lot of you found me from couponing. And behind the scenes, I was teaching my clients how to start YouTube channels. I was running side hustle classes. I was doing master classes. I had a side hustle membership. I had a YouTube membership. And I was just helping women make more money. I did it, didn't care. But in 2023, I had a little bit of literally my life was in crisis in 2023. Okay. And I realized, like, yes, I love doing what I'm doing, but I don't want to do both anymore. I do not want to be known as the couponing girl anymore. Like, that's just not my desire. That's just not my goal. So I said, I want to be a business coach. So in 2023, I started my business YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. It's Build a Business with KRYS. I started that YouTube channel in 2023 because I wanted a brand new audience of women who wanted to start and grow their businesses. I wanted to focus in on my audience because one thing I have learned, thank you so much for the likes and the roses on TikTok. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. One thing that I learned throughout my business, and I had been in business for 5 years when I made this change, trying to split your audience is hard. If you are new, if you are building, if you are growing, trying to talk about saving money and making money, yes, do my clients overlap? Absolutely. That's how I was able to get side hustle clients. But 90% of people wanted couponing tips. They did not want to start a business. They did not want to start a side hustle. So I needed a fresh place to do that. So I started my business YouTube channel, but I was like, I'm talking to two audiences. I can't do both. So I decided at that moment I was going to be a business coach. In 2024, I'm a business coach. I closed down all of my coupon programs. I let go of all of my clients. I let go of thousands of dollars of monthly recurring revenue because I had a membership for like 4 of those 5 years. And that membership made me close to 100K. Like, loved it to death, right? I let all of my clients go. And then I felt like a fish out of water. I felt like I was an anything business coach. I mean, I was helping women at the beginning stages of their business. I was helping women who've been in business for years. There was no continuity to me. And I did not have a secret sauce. A lot of people think that industries are saturated when really that's not true. There's space for all of us. But what you need to find is your secret sauce. What sets you apart? What makes you different? And I didn't have that. In couponing, I had that. In business coaching, I did not. So in 2024, I asked myself, I said, what have I done really well in my business? And what have I helped my clients with a lot in my business? The answer to that question was content. Okay. Let me give you some of my content statistics. So at that point, I had 2 YouTube channels. For just about like 7 or 8 months, I had my second YouTube channel. I've posted over 2,000 YouTube videos between my 2 YouTube channels. I'm not even talking about the amount of TikToks, the amount of Instagram posts I've done, the amount of reels that I've done. Okay. I've gone live over 1,000 times, and that is free public lives like you're doing right now. I go live a crap ton of times. My new live status is 12 to 16 times per month because live is my absolute favorite way to show up for my audience. And from that, from over 2,000 videos posted and going live over 1,000 times, I've been able to make $400,000 in 6 years. $400,000 in 6 years. I've been able to make this money by getting 4 and 5 figure brand deals. It wasn't my goal to be an influencer, but as a couponer, I was sharing about different apps and different things. Brands reached out to me. So I've done 4 and 5 figure brand deals. I've also done affiliates where it's like, hey, you talk about this product and you get a commission. I've made over $10,000, probably over $15,000 from the Flues app alone in referral bonuses and commissions that they offer as an affiliate program through that app. I've also been able to make hundreds of thousands of dollars selling my coaching. I don't sell courses. I don't sell ebooks. I don't sell physical products. I sell one-on-one coaching. I sell group classes, master classes, workshops, boot camps. I've had a membership, and I've been able to make hundreds of thousands of dollars all from content. I've been able to help my clients go from making $0 to making $1,000 within 30 days with their content between posting and going live. I've been able to help my 60-year-old mother use Instagram and get clients from Instagram, people who don't know her, people who never heard of her. She was able to post reels on Instagram and get clients. If I can do that, I can help anybody with their business. So I said, I'm a content coach. That's my secret sauce. That's what sets me apart. I help women with their content. You can keep them on for the first shower and then just take them off tomorrow. Or if you want to take them off now, you can take them off in the shower. It'll be easier. Choice is yours. Okay? I'm a content coach. Once I decided on that in 2024, I started signing clients like this. If you are not clear about your business, if you are not clear about your product, if you're not clear about your offering, if you're not clear, you won't make sales. And I was so stuck that the early part of 2024, also, caveat, I was very depressed. 2023 almost took me out. Like, my poor cat died. I ended an engagement. And at that point, Kinsley went to go live with her father more primary. Like, at this point, she was 9 years old, and I had been her primary caregiver for 9 years of her life, even when me and her dad were together. But she went primarily with him. So all of these things happened. My life utterly changed literally overnight. It's like all of this stuff happened in November of 2023. So the first half of 2024, I was depressed. I was in a dark space. I did not have the means to personally be clear. So my business was not clear. I was serving the clients that were already paying me, but I didn't really sign many clients between November 2023 and August of 2024. But I also took that time as I was dealing with Crystal personally. I really got clear on what kind of coach that I want to be. How did I want to set up? How did I want to show up? And how did I want to help my future clients? Once I got clear, September through February, I signed clients every single month. I was signing clients, multiple clients, multiple clients, because I literally got crystal clear in my business, right? Life-changing. That brings me to today. All of this is relevant because tonight I want to talk about how to get focused in your business. I am the content coach. I am here to help you take the ideas from your brain, turn it into a profitable business, and create content on social media to do so. I'm your girl. But if you are not focused in your business, the content is going to fall flat. You could be posting every day. Oh, my sister is calling me. Hold on, I gotta text her. Yo, my sister will be like, why you decline my call? Girl, I'm live. I'm working. Okay. If you're not focused in your business, you will not be able to grow. You will not be able to make sales. You will not be able to reach your goals if you are not focused and if you are not clear. So, tonight, I want to talk to you about how to get focused on your business and how to stay focused in your business and the things that I have learned from myself and from my clients over the past 7 years that has helped me stay focused in my business. Now, like I just told you guys, I had a really rough time. I was really depressed. My life was utterly changing all at once. And I had to take that time personally. So, I was not as focused in my business as I needed to be. The first 6 months, I was a mess. And it wasn't until April of 2024 I started to come out of it. And then once I came back to Florida, which was in August, I came back to Florida, I really got clear and I really got focused. But I'm able to go through periods of time over the past 7 years and always get back to a line of focus. So I'm going to talk to you about how to get focused in your business. But right now, I want to know who's here. So if you can let me know in the comments, number one, where are you watching from? What city, what state, what country are you watching from? And what is your business? What do you sell? Who do you help? What problem do you solve? I want to know who is watching tonight. So let me know where are you watching from? What city, what state, what country are you watching from? And then what is your business? And if you don't have a business, do you want to start a business? Let me know down in the comments. I'm in Central Florida, Orlando area. And as stated, I'm a content coach. Okay. So I help you make more sales in your business by creating consistent content. I help you plan your content 30 days in advance so that you're never behind and you're never stressing about what am I going to post, and you're never racking your brain every day to figure out what to post. My clients don't do that. Okay. So where are you watching from and what is your business? And I'm going to dig into how to get focused in your business. Tara's here. Hey, Tara in the Bahamas. Ooh, you want to start a candle business? That's amazing. Tara, thank you so much for joining us on YouTube. My first question for you, Tara, I would love to hear, do you already make candles? Is this something that you already do and now you want to turn it into a business? Or it's something that you've just been thinking about doing and you haven't started to make candles yet? Please make sure you get on my email list. You can see on the screen on YouTube. If you go to KristaMaximizer.com, you can get on my email list. The link is also in the description box. Right in the description box, you can click the link and get on my email list. It's totally free. You'll get notified when I go live. You'll get notified on how to book a sales call with me so we can chat about working together. And then you also will get the link. You also get notified when I post new YouTube videos. She says, I've been thinking about it. Awesome. That's awesome. I already joined the email list. Awesome. Okay. So if you joined the email list, great. Next step for you would be to book a sales call and we can talk about starting a business. Now, what I want to say to you is I'm actually working with a client and I've been working with her since January of this year. And I helped her start a business from scratch. And I actually have a client right now who makes wood wick candles, which is super different, right? She makes wood wick candles. So if you are really in the place where you're like, I'm ready to start this business, I'm ready to flesh out ideas, book a sales call. I love to chat with you. And then I have one-time coaching sessions. And then I also have 9-month coaching sessions, 9-month coaching package where we can literally work together and I can help you build your business from scratch. I actually ran this program. It's a really nice program. It's called the Brain to Business Academy. And I literally helped women who were just like, I think I want to start a business. Can you help me? And we worked together for 8 weeks, and I was able to help them take the idea from their brain and turn it into a profitable business that they loved. And by the time they left those 8 weeks, they had their business, they had their first offer, they had their pricing, and they had the idea of what content they were going to post. Now I do a more in-depth approach. So the client that I'm working with right now, she's been with me for 6 months, and she just re-signed for another 9 months. We're right at the phase where she's figured out everything in her business, and now she's going to start posting her content. So I'm super excited to help her start building her audience. And then once her audience is built, she is going to launch and start selling her services. So I'm super excited to be helping her with that. But I can help you from beginning all the way to making money. So I'd love to talk to you, Tara. So she says, I'm gonna book a sales call. Yes, book a sales call, because this rolls into my next thing. I am currently doing a 15K in 15 days challenge. So I have given myself 15 days, well, 18 days essentially, to make 15K by June 15th. The reason why I need to make this 15K is because my daughter that I was just talking about got into a private school, and that private school is an hour away from us. So number one, I have to start paying tuition. Number two, because the private school is an hour away from us, we have to move. Thankfully, my lease is already up in July. School starts in August. So we're moving. And everything that comes along with moving, we need to do. I haven't bought new stuff since the first time I moved back in 2018. I bought a few things when I moved here in 2021, but nowhere near enough. And we need a new couch, and we're moving to a brand new house. It's a new construction house. Like, the Lord has really blessed us. And there's just a lot of new things that we need. Okay. So a lot of money in moving expenses. And then I cracked my laptop screen a few weeks ago, which was totally unplanned. But this laptop has been with me through all 400K that I've made. Well, maybe not the first 10, 15,000, because I used that with my old laptop. But for 350,000 plus, this laptop has been with me, and I cracked it. And I had no intentions of getting a new laptop, but I feel like the Lord is ushering me into a new phase of my life. And he's like, you're getting a new house, you're getting a new laptop, and you're getting a new car. Like, I need a new car. My car's 13 years old, and it has 205,000 miles on it. So I'm saying all that to say, I'm currently doing a 15K in 15 days challenge. And what I'm doing is I'm selling my coaching offers. I'm selling stuff in my house, and I'm doing affiliates. My big board is over here, and I have a board. So I'm going to show y'all my board, okay? And I'm going to tell y'all what coaching I have available. So this is my board, okay? And I have 3 coaching offers available that you can purchase to help me reach my 15K goal. We've already reached $5,169. I did not make any money today, so I don't have any money to add. But it did sign a new client. I had a sales call today. That new client is going to be a client. So once she pays her invoice, I will add her to the board. But as of today, I did not make any money to add. And I'm only counting the money once it's in my bank account, okay? So that 15K will allow us to move. It will allow me to pay tuition for a couple of months. It will allow me to pay rent for a couple of months. It'll allow me to buy a new couch, pay for the movers, and do everything I need to do. Plus, give myself 2 weeks off in July so that I can move from this house, clean this house out, and move to the new house, and not have to worry about working, not have to worry about selling, not have to worry about doing gig work, because I do gig work, okay? So I promise you, I'm going to give y'all all the free tea on how to get focused in your business, but this challenge is really important to me. It is day 5 of the challenge. I've been going live every day of the challenge. I have been showing up for myself, but most importantly, I'm really ready to usher in an era of some brand new clients. My current clients right now are literally dream clients. Every client that I'm working with right now is a client that I would love to continue working with for years and years and years to come, because they are my people. But I have some spots available because there are a few clients who did leave. So I have space available now. I have space and availability for some new clients. So my first coaching offer is my main coaching offer. It is my content, consistency, and cash coaching. This is my 9-month one-on-one coaching where I work with you for the first 3 months on your content. This is building your audience. This is building your brand awareness. This is getting your content to 30 days in advance. You're always going to be 30 days in advance. That's what we work on for the first 3 months. The second 3 months, we're focusing on consistency of showing up in your business, showing up on social media, engaging. And that's when we're going to be preparing for your launch on the back end and building your email list. Okay. Consistently building your email list, consistently showing up in your business. The last 3 months is all about cash. It's all about me teaching you how to sell your ass off and launch your business, launch your products or services, and teach you how to sell your products as a solution to a problem. Okay. You get 3 coaching calls with me every single month, and you get me in Voxer. What's Voxer, Crystal? Voxer is when you can text and voice message me every single day with your questions. You don't have to wait until our next Zoom call to get your questions answered. I respond to Voxer pretty much same day, on weekends, 24 hours, and you can get the answer to your question ASAP, and you can move on to the next step in our master plan of getting you more consistent with your content and making more cash. So that's my 9-month one-on-one coaching offer. It is $4,500, and payment plans are available. I have 4 spots available in that coaching. And then the second coaching offer I have available is my one-time 90-minute content strategy session. So in this content strategy session, you will leave with 30 days of your content planned out with topics outlined. You'll leave with a month's worth of emails and a month's worth of calls to action. So when somebody watches your piece of content, they know exactly what they need to do after they watch it, whether it's join your email list, purchase from you, or whatever. You will also leave with a month's worth of live streams. So you're going to have live topics and talking points. You're going to know exactly what to talk about on your lives. That one-time 90-minute session is $349, and it also comes with a bonus 2 weeks of Voxer access. So once you do your strategy session, 2 weeks after that, as you implement, you get the opportunity to text and voice message me every single day. My last offer is on my email list only. It's an offer that I promised I wouldn't speak about out loud because you need to be on my email list to get the secret offer. But it is like a one-time coaching opportunity for a super low price that I will not be offering at that price again. So if you're on my email list, you already should have gotten that email. If you didn't, you can reply to any email I ever sent you and said, hey, I want the secret offer, and I will send you the link to get the secret offer. And there's a few spots available in that one currently. So that's my 15K in 15 days challenge. I'm doing updates every day. I'm not going to do an update today because I don't have a money update to give, but I will do an update tomorrow and share my progress so far, whether I've made some money or not tomorrow. I'll do an update. So if you are interested in working with me, I am in launch mode right now. I have coaching spots available. So please just go to my website, KrysTheMaximizer.com, KRYS, themaximizer.com, and get on my email list. Get on my email list and book a sales call. If you don't know if you need 9 months or one time, book a sales call. And we'll see. Okay. We'll see how we can work together. And I also will, because I'm in launch mode and I want to get new clients, I'm also open to potentially custom packages, right? So not quite the 1,400, but you need more than one time. I'm open to custom packages as well. So that's my challenge. Okay. I'll be going live every single day until June 15th. So far I've been live 5 days in a row, but I'll be live every single day until June 15th. Coaching y'all on these lives, sharing all the tea, and most importantly, making sure that I can help you solve your problem in your business with your content. So if you're not on my email list, go get on the email list and go book your sales call. There's availability for this week. Like, don't wait, don't procrastinate, do it now. If you've been thinking about it, if you've been wanting to do it and you haven't been taking the action, now is the time to take the action. Okay. But let's talk about getting focused on your business. Okay. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop your questions down in the comments right now. I am very flexible. I'm very open and I answer all questions. So if you do have any questions about anything that I'm talking about, please just drop a question and I'll be more than happy to answer it. So we're talking about how to get focused in your business. My first tip for you is very simple, very basic, but it's very important. You have to decide that your business is important. You have to decide that your business is a priority. If you treat your business like a half-ass side hustle, it will perform like a half-ass side hustle. If you put it on the back burner, it will live in your life as something that's on the back burner and something that's not important. Hey, Mona, how are you doing? I am doing well. I am doing well. We're on day 5 of the challenge and I'm feeling good. I had a sales call today. I have a new client coming on the book. So today has been a great day for me. I cannot complain. I cannot complain. The past 5 days have been amazing and I'm overall feeling good. I got a little bit more rest last night. So I'm feeling really good. And after this live, I'm going downstairs to pack up the house some more. So because we're moving, I have to have everything moved in a few weeks. So I think I literally only have about 3 more weeks to pack up the whole house. So I've been intentionally working on that as well. So you have to decide that your business is important. If you do not make your business a priority in your life, it will perform like something secondary. When I started Krista Maximizer in 2018, I had a 9 to 5. I was a salary employee and I was working anywhere between 45 and 55 hours a week. I was working at home and I was working like around the clock. I was a recruiter and it was a very exhausting job. I would say I was paid well. When I left that job, I was making about 80K when I left. Still not paid for all the BS that I was dealing with in that business, but overall, in the grand scheme of things, I was being paid pretty well. But that's not what I wanted to do. People would always ask, like, do you want to move up? Do you want to be a manager? And I always would say, I don't want to move up. I want to move out. And when I started Krista Maximizer, I cut back. I said, I'm only working in the office. I'm not working at home. I'm not staying late anymore. I'm not doing any extra or additional projects. I stopped eating lunch with my coworkers. I said, you get one lunch a week out of me. They chose Fridays. Monday through Thursday, I was by myself working on my business. I was editing content. I was coming up with video ideas. I was brainstorming my membership that I soon started. I started my membership at $5 a month, y'all. I made my business important. I stopped watching all of my shows. That was back before streaming was huge. We had streaming, but I still had DirecTV cable. I would record all of my shows and watch them on Friday nights. I was not watching any shows in real time. I was not. I made my business a priority. I was staying up and working 2 to 3 hours every night once Kinsley was in bed on my business. I was serious about my business. I was posting a YouTube video, a long form 20 to 30-minute video every single day. Almost every single day for that first year and a half. If it wasn't every day, I was posting 5 to 6 times a week, a long form YouTube video. Like I was not playing. I was so focused and I was so leveled in. My first year of my YouTube channel has been the biggest growth I ever seen. I want to say on my 1-year YouTube anniversary, I got fired from my 9 to 5. Do you hear me? Fired from my 9 to 5. And I had almost 20,000 subscribers in that first year. My first year was my biggest year of growth. Since then, I've only racked up another 22,000 subscribers. So if that tells you anything, in 6 years, I've got 20,000 subscribers. In 1 year, I got 20,000 subscribers. I was so focused and so keyed in. My business grew. I started a membership. I made money. When I got fired, I was able to take my business full time because my business was a priority. It has to be important to you. If it's not important, you can't focus on your business. Okay. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Type yes in the comments if this makes sense. Okay. Tap the screen on TikTok and Facebook. Facebook and Instagram. On TikTok and Instagram, if this makes sense. I just told you I wasn't that tired, and now I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about, right? You got to make your business a priority. It's got to be important to you. If you treat it half-assed, it will be half-assed. The next thing that you can do to focus on your business is to review your past 90 days. A lot of times when we're in business, we're just doing things because that's how we always done it. That's the way we learn. That's the way it works. I need you to sit down and do a review of your past 90 days in business, okay? I want you to do old school and do a chart. What's going really well? What's not going so well? What else do you want to be doing? It's your business. You are in charge. You are the boss. You don't need permission from anyone to do anything. You can wake up and make a change just because you want to. So I want you to make a chart. Look back at your last 90 days. I'm so excited right now that my brain is going faster than I can speak. So let me take a step back and slow down. I want you to make a chart. Look at your past 90 days. Thank you, Muna. What went well in your business? Like really, really good things that are going really well, things that you're excited about, things that you want to brag about. Then I want you to write down what didn't go so well. What are things that I need to improve on? So, one thing for me that's really important for me is to work a minimum of 20 hours in my business. I have not always been working 20 hours. From my past reviews, when I work 20 hours, my content is more consistent. My emails, obviously, are more consistent. And I'm always recording a lot of content. But my bottleneck that I know is editing. So if I'm not on my stuff, I won't edit my videos. My lack of posting has never been because I don't have the content recorded. It's always been because I haven't edited it. That's my problem. And I know that. How do I know that? From doing my 90-day reviews, right? So I know the patterns of Crystal. When I work 20 hours a week, I know I sit down, I do my brain dumps on Monday, I plan out my week. My month and my year is already planned. So I look at my monthly plan and my yearly plan, I look at my monthly plan. So each week I sit down and I'm like, okay, I need to edit these videos for next week. I need to edit this. I need to do this, right? So I looked at my review and I'm like, I need to work 20 hours a week minimum. So when I don't work 20 hours a week, my what didn't go so well is I didn't work 20 hours per week. I didn't edit my videos on schedule. I didn't post on schedule because although my content was recorded, I do a weekly editing. I record for the month, I edit for the week. And I'm like, this didn't go so well. What do I want to do? I want to consistently post my one YouTube video per week. And now I'm doing day in the lives. I'm kind of posting every day now, which I've never been an everyday kind of poster. But the day in the lives are so good. The algorithm is loving me. I'm like, I'm going to post every day because I have enough content, time, and opportunity to do that. And I've been creating content for 7 years. And to post a 2 to 3 minute video every day is nothing to compare to when I used to post a 30-minute video every day. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Okay. So long story short, based on what went well, what didn't go so well, and what I want to do in the future, I am able to analyze my business and see what I need to focus on. I need to focus on streamlining my editing. I need to focus on making sure that I am editing a week in advance. I also need to make sure that I'm coming up with my video topics for the next month and scheduling my clients, just all the things. Then that tells you what you need to focus on. This is my brain dump from last week. I did such a good brain dump from last week. And last week I made a monthly brain dump where I was like, these are the things I need to work on for June. I made a monthly brain dump. So I didn't even paper write my brain dump for this week. I just went straight to digital because I was like, girl, you did most of the things from last week. So no carryover. But I looked at my monthly list and I was like, these are the things that for monthly need to get done in June. And they're on my week 1 list. Thank you, Muna. You got to teach me how to do the day in the life. Oh my gosh. My sister asked me about that too. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in coaching for sure. But I'm loving my day in the lives. So my content hierarchy right now is live because going live is always number 1. My day in the lives are number 2 right now. I absolutely love them. Like I just, you know what it is? You know what it is? It's the storytelling. I like to tell stories. I like to let people know what's going on. I like to talk. So yeah, the key is lots of different angles in short little 1 to 3 second clips. But I'll have like an hour of footage and I cut it down to 3 minutes because 3 minutes is the max on Instagram and YouTube. So I make them 3 minutes and then I take that one day in a life and I post it on all of my platforms because like I said, I've been doing this for 7 years. So I'm diversified on all platforms. So review your past 90 days in your business and make that chart. And that chart will allow you to see what you need to work on and what you need to focus on. My next tip for you, okay? Create realistic goals for yourself for the next 30 days that you can make progress on. An income goal, a project goal, a client goal. Set realistic goals. If in the past 90 days you made $4,000 It may be unrealistic for you to make $4,000 in 30 days when you're averaging right now about 1,000 to 1,500 in a month. It might not be unrealistic for you to jump to 1,800 because if out of 2 of those months you made 15, in 1 month you made 1,000, okay. So make it, setting a goal for 15 or a little over 15 is realistic. But if you say, I made 1,500 the past 2 months, 1,000 the month before that, we're going to jump to 4,000. That may be a goal that you're setting a little bit too high, and then you deflate yourself because you set a goal for 4,000, you only make 2,000. You feel like crap because you only made half your goal. But looking back at your past 90 days, 2,000 is actually great when the past 2 months you've only made 1,500. Okay? So set realistic goals for yourself that you can actually make progress on in the next 30 days. Goals that you can celebrate. Goals that are going to move the needle. Okay? So for my clients who've been in business for a while, I try to get them to plan long term. So we big overview plan for the year. Like I have one client that I'm working with and she is a teacher and we have been planning like for this quarter, we talk about this. For this quarter, you do this. This quarter is your busy season. Thank you, Muna. This quarter is your busy season. So you focus on this. And then she plans her content for 3 months at a time. So back to school, I do back to school. Before the exam, we do this. Exam time, we talk about this. Summer, we talk about this. And then it's back to school again. Right? So she can create goals for herself based on the section of the year that she is in. And she can make progress on those goals. Okay? Create realistic goals for yourself. You do not, when it comes to goal setting, a stretch goal is good within reason, but you don't want to set unrealistic goals for yourself because when you do that, you cut your feet from under you and you make yourself feel inadequate. Like I said, if you've been making 1,500 the past 2 months, it's realistic to be like, okay, what's 20% more of that? 20% more of that's about 200 to 300. So go to 17 or 1,800, but don't go to 5,000. That's too much of a jump without a substantial change or increase in your business. If you're still doing the same thing, you can make an extra $200-$300, but to make an extra $2,000-$3,000, that may be a bit much. You got to work your way up to that. So create realistic goals that you can focus on, make progress on, and accomplish. My next tip for you, make time. You have to make time for your business. Excuse my French, but put that shit on your calendar and make it non-negotiable. Put that shit on your calendar and make it non-negotiable, okay? You need to show up for yourself in your business the same way you show up for everyone else. Just like how you go to work, just like how you go to a parent-teacher conference with your kids, just like how you go to church, just like how you show up for brunch with your friends, just like how you go to family events. You need to put the time on your calendar for your business and make it non-negotiable. Does this make sense? So you need to put time on your calendar to work on your business. If your business is a side hustle in the sense of you have a 9-to-5 that covers all of your needs, okay, you should be working 7 to 10 hours on your business. What do I mean? 1 hour a day minimum and 2 to 3 hours on one of your days off. Does this make sense? Put the time on your calendar. Are you waking up an hour early? Are you staying up an hour later? Are you working during your lunch break like I did? Are you working when your kids go to sleep? Go to sleep at night. Okay? Like, if your business is a priority and it's important to you, you got to make time for it. The way you make time for it is to put the time on your calendar. I live and die by my Apple Calendar. I was talking to Kinsley's daddy. We were talking about dates and things that need to come on. And he was like, oh, this and that. And I was like, if I don't put things in my calendar, I will forget. And he was like, oh, I didn't realize that this and this was next to each other. And oh my gosh, they're next to each other. And I was like, oh, I remember those dates because you told me such dates and I put them in my calendar. If it's not in my calendar, I won't show up. Anything that I physically have to show up for is on my calendar. I put these lives on my calendar. Kinsley got to go to the doctor's is on my calendar. What time we need to leave so that I can get there on time and avoid traffic is on my calendar. I got this dry erase board calendar up here. I got Disney. My sister's coming. We're going to the movies. We're going to Legoland. We're going to the beach. Everything is on my calendar that I need to show up for. Every single one of my client meetings is on my calendar. When I have to record my content, I chose my content recording day because I'm planning, right? I did my monthly planning for June, but I started to put those things on my calendar. Last week, I wrote out everything that I wanted to do for June. And then today, first day of June that I'm working, I put everything on my calendar. So I know when I'm recording my content, I know I have a flight that I got to take in June. Like I said, we're going to Disney, we're going to the beach, we're doing to all these things. So you put it on your calendar and you make time for it. Again, if you don't make time for it, it won't get done. Making time for it makes your business a priority. You make time for everything and everybody else, your kids, your spouse, your family, your church, your groups, everything. If your business is a priority, you got to make time for it. And sometimes that means you got to say no. Teach me more. Yes, I'm excited to. I'm talking about how to get focused on your business. So I'm ranting. I'm in my little rant stage right now. We're talking about making time and putting it on your calendar, right? You have to protect the time that you want to use on your business. And you start with 1 hour a day. I know your life is busy. I know you have kids. But if you need to work without your kids bothering you, that means two things. You're either going to wake up earlier or stay up later. I was never a wake up early mom. I'm a stay up late mom. So when I started my business, Kinsley was 4 years old. 4. She was still in daycare. Okay. I would pick her up. We would do dinner, dessert, bath time. I would pack up everything for school. We play a little bit, maybe read a book. Bedtime was around 9-ish because we wouldn't get home until like 6. Now, I was never the mom where she in bed at 7, 8 o'clock because sometimes if we stopped at the store or did something, we wouldn't get home until 7. Bedtime was usually 9, 9:30. So once she was asleep, I would stay up and I would work until midnight on my business. And then I'd sleep from midnight to 6:30, wake up and do that ish all over again and work on my lunch breaks. So if you know your kids are going to be, I don't want to say a distraction, but a distraction from your business, you've got to decide, okay, if my kids wake up at 6, am I going to wake up at 5 a.m., work for an hour on my business, and then get my kids up at 6? Or once my kids go to bed, I lock in for my business. You have to make the time and you have to decide. But what we're not going to do is use our kids and our life as an excuse for not focusing on our business. Because you can make time if you decide. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Tap the screen if this makes sense. Yes in the comments on YouTube if this makes sense. For those of you that don't know, I cracked my laptop screen. So to see myself on my laptop, people, I have to look over here. My camera's right here. Hey, y'all. And then my phones are on my laptop right here. But I got to look over here to see my notes and see myself, which is really kind of weird. My plan is to get a new laptop at the end of the month. That's all we got to make this 15K in 15 days. Okay. So anywho, make time for your business. Put it on your calendar. If it's not on your calendar, it's not going to happen. Start practicing putting everything on your calendar so it is your default. Okay. Make time for your business, then you can focus. The next tip is something that I've recently started doing. I won't say recently. I've been doing this for probably like 2 years now. Challenge is going well. We're on day 5, Muna, and we're at $5,169. $5,169. So we have about 10,000 left to go. We got about 10,000 left to go. So, and I did have a sales call today, and I have a new client that I'm going to be signing. So once she pays her first down payment, I will add her to the board as well. But I don't like to add any money to the board, so it is in my Stripe account. But I'm very excited about that. And she's on here today, so I'm very excited to be working with you. She's actually watching right now, which is awesome. But my next tip for you, thank you, Muna. I'm trying. Listen, I am working my butt off. I'm going live every day. I did not Instacart today, and I probably won't Instacart tomorrow because I need to spend a day packing. And then Wednesday is a fun day. I promised Kinsley to do one fun activity every week. So this week's activity is we're going to the movies. So she has a dentist appointment, then we're going to the movies. And when I get back from the movies, my plan is to pack up the house more because Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are Instacart days. So I'll work a little bit in the morning, and then by 11, 12, we're going to be out Instacarting so that we can make up some more money. So that's the plan right now. But my next tip for you, I have been doing this, I want to say probably for 2 years. Get rid of your daily to-do list, especially if you are a side hustler. If you're working 7 to 10 hours in your business, this is the cheat code. Are you ready? Create a weekly to-do list. So based on your goals for the month and based on your goals for the year, you're going to have a monthly to-do list. Like, these are the things I need to accomplish for the month. For example, go live 16 times, post 4 YouTube videos, post 16 day in the lives. That's my monthly goal. So for the week for that to happen, my week would look like edit and schedule 2 YouTube videos, edit and schedule 6 day in the lives. It will look like write 3 emails. This is my weekly to-do list. If you have 7 to 10 hours, you should have 7 to 10 actual tasks. So edit 2 YouTube videos. You can break that up into edit YouTube video 1, edit YouTube video 2. That's 2 tasks. Edit 6 day in the lives. They're shorter. So I would do 3 day in the lives as one task, 3 day in the lives as another task, right? Write 3 emails. You can do all 3 emails as one task because you can sit and write 3 emails in about an hour. That'll take you 1 hour. That takes me about an hour to write 3 emails. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Thank you, Muna. I appreciate your likes and your shares. A weekly to-do list. Why a weekly to-do list? Number one, you won't feel overwhelmed with a bunch of shit to do in one day. And when you don't get it done and it rolls over to the next day, you won't feel more overwhelmed. Second, when you have a weekly to-do list, if you're working an hour when your kids are asleep in the morning, an hour at night, or a little bit on your lunch break, you might not have big chunks of time to do 7 things in one day, right? If I had 1 hour, okay, so in that 1 hour, I might edit 1 YouTube video because it'll take me probably 20 minutes to edit a YouTube video. I might write 1 email. That might be all I can do in 1 hour, but that's 2 notches off of my weekly to-do list. So I have however many days I'm working, 5 to 7 days of that week to get 10 things done. If you finish your 10 things early, make your 10 things for the next week. Even if it's on Thursday, make your 10 things for the next week, and you can start picking at them slowly and then make sure it's all done by the end of next week. But with the weekly to-do list, you can get your tasks completed and you can manage yourself throughout the week. And no longer will you have a running weekly to-do list of like, okay, so on Monday, I had 5 things to do, but I only did 3 things. So I'm rolling 2 over till tomorrow. Tuesday, now I have 7 things on my to-do list, but I only do 3 of them. So now I'm rolling 4 over. Then on Wednesday, I have my 5 original plus 4, that's 9 things. And I only got 1 thing done because I had to do this with my kid and this with my family. I didn't do anything this week. Now, in retrospect, you did like 7 things. But when you have a to-do list with 9 things still on it, you do not feel accomplished. We got to trick our brain into believing that we're making progress. When you're making more progress, you're more excited to show up and do the work. So the weekly to-do list feels good when you look and there's every day you can check off 1 thing. You got 10 tasks, you got 10 hours. Okay, by the time I get to hour 4 or 5, there's 4 or 5 things checked off. Some things take less than an hour, so you might be able to do 2 or 3 of them. And I also encourage you to time yourself. I know that I can write 3 emails in an hour because I have been tracking my time for the past 2 hours. Like right now, I've been live for 48 minutes and 47 seconds. I'm tracking myself in real time with an app. It's called Toggl, Toggl. Anytime I start a task, I press it. I had a sales call today. When I logged into Zoom, I pressed sales call. After the sales call, I sent her an email. I put sales call follow-up. Press start. Only took me 6 minutes to send the email. to write the email, get the link, and send it. When I edit videos, I know that I can do about 3 YouTube shorts in 1 hour if I have less than like 30 minutes of footage. If I have an hour of footage for each one, it'll probably take me about 30 minutes for each video to edit. So it'll take me about 90 minutes. How do I know that? Because I track myself. Once you start tracking how long it takes you to do a task, then you can say, all right, I can edit 3 YouTube shorts as a 1 hour task because I can get 3 done in an hour. I can write 3 emails as one task because I can write 3 in an hour. I can engage with my audience as at 15 minutes because that literally is all it takes for me to log into my Instagram and log into my Facebook to respond to comments, respond to DMs. I can put 15 minutes on my calendar to update my website and check my links and update my email subscribers, whatever, because you're tracking. What app do I use to track? It's called Toggl. 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 If you send me a message in Voxer, I can also send it to you. But it's very simple. I write my task and then I put it with a project. And the reason why I put it with a project is because then I can look at my monthly, I can look at my weekly, I can look at my monthly, I can look at my yearly, and it'll say I spent this much time editing. I spent this much time on sales calls, right? I want to do more sales calls. Why? When I usually have a sales call, I'm closing it. Okay. My sales call closing rate is like, for a while, was at 100%. Every time I got on a sales call, they bought something from me. Right now, I'm running at about an 80-ish%. But anytime somebody gets on a sales call with me, 9 times out of 10, they're going to buy. Okay. So I want to do more sales calls because I want to sign more clients, because I want to make more sales. I want to help more women. Let's be for real. We have a business to make money. Yes, I want to make money, but I actually do care about helping women make more money, right? Let's make money together. So weekly to-do list, and use a project management system. Crystal, what's a project management system? Project management system is an electronic way for you to manage your projects. So instead of using a Google Doc, instead of using my pen and paper and crossing things out, I cross this out because I put it on my electronic board, right? So I write things out and then I put it on my electronic board. I use Trello for my tasks. I use Airtable to plan my content. There's a video on my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris, on how I plan my content in Airtable, and I show y'all my Airtable. If you are a client, I have a private video too that I can send you about Airtable. Uh-oh. It says my device is heating up. Hold on. My phone is hot. These phones, I have one more payment for these phones to be paid off. They better not start acting up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get off soon because this phone is hot. And it would be my TikTok phone that's hot. Like, why? I have a fan up here, but the fan is so daggone loud. The fan is loud, but we're gonna put the fan on to cool down my phone. But I don't have a video on how I use Trello. And Trello is what I use to manage my to-dos. And it's also what I use to manage my one-on-one client notes. I use Trello. So maybe I will, in the future, do a video on Trello. Would you recommend Trello? I like using Trello. I don't like using it for my content. I'm really big on Airtable for my content. But Trello for my personal projects, for my personal weekly to-do list, I love it. And I also use Trello with my sister, who is my graphic designer. When I had my VA, I don't have a VA right now because I don't have a lot of VA tasks, but when I had my VA and I was with her for, I think, 4 years, we used Trello for communication. I use Airtable for content. And there's a video on my YouTube channel for Airtable, which once we have all of your content topics, I can send you the link. I have a referral code and I get money. So if you want Airtable, send me a message in Voxer and I'll send you my referral code. Or if you watch the video on YouTube, my referral code's in the chat, it's in the description box. If you want to sign up for Trello, because I get something and you get something if you sign up with my Trello. Whoops. If that makes sense. But I love using Trello. Okay, I think my phone is cooling down some from this fan. Sorry it's loud, y'all, but I wanted to cool the phone down. And then my last tip for you that I kind of alluded to, I kind of talked about this. My laptop's in the way. Shit. I knocked over the fan. Okay. My last tip for you, celebrate your wins, celebrate your progress. That will keep you focused. Because when you see yourself accomplishing things, when you see yourself doing what you said you were going to do, when you see yourself growing your audience, when you see yourself building your email list, when you see yourself making more sales, when you see yourself making progress, it's going to excite you and it's going to make you want to do more. So I'm going to tell y'all a secret. I don't know if it's a secret, but so Saturday, I did not want to go live. Saturday, I was like, canceling this. I ain't doing it. I don't feel like it. Wham, right? I was like talking myself out of it. I was like, you promised yourself that you were going to go live every day of your challenge. It is literally day 3 and you're already trying to quit. So I said, what can I do to still go live and cut something off myself? So I said, I'm going to buy dinner. I wasn't supposed to be buying food, but I bought dinner so I didn't have to cook and go live because the thought of cooking was exhausting to me, right? So I bought Chinese. I said, I'm going to use this Chinese to power me up and then I'm going to go live. So I go live on Saturday. And what happens? Someone who's watching right now said that was her first live ever watching me. She joined my email list. She booked the sales call and now she's about to be a client. That was a win for me. That showed me, tired or not, and it usually happens on my most tired days and the days that I don't want to do something good happens. I was dead tired. I was falling asleep. I was live until dang near midnight because I promised myself that I was going to show up for myself. So I had to celebrate. Celebrate my wins. Ate me some sunflower seeds. I did not have a margarita yet, but I might have a margarita tonight. No, we gotta wake up early tomorrow, but I might have a margarita. Point being, you have to celebrate. So I did. I thanked the Lord. I had a small celebratory party with myself. Like, I'm proud of you. I wrote in my journal, I'm so proud of you for showing up. And I say this all the time. You don't need a big audience as a business owner. You don't need a big audience to make sales. You don't need a big audience to grow. You just need an audience of the right ideal clients. And that night, 2 people joined my email list. Okay. I'm going to follow up with the other one too and see if she wants a sales call. But I don't need a big audience. I'm serving 20 to 30 clients a year to meet my quota. I don't need a massive audience. I don't need to go viral. I don't need all of that. Just having 2 people on a live join my email list and 1 person book a sales call and become a client, that is a win to me. I need you to celebrate all the small things. I've been live 5 days in a row. I'm celebrating. I've been talking about my challenge every single day. I've done a challenge recap, and on every single live, I'm talking about the challenge. I need to be talking about the challenge more on my stories, and I need to be sending more emails. I wrote out like 9, 10 emails, and I forgot to send emails 2 days. So I scheduled an email for today, and you know what's on my list first thing tomorrow? Schedule out the rest of the emails for the challenge. Like, stop procrastinating, get the emails out. Then that'll give me more time to do what? Make more content in the moment. I don't like to do in the moment content, but I will. I've been recording my day in the lives. It also gives me more time to do my stories. It gives me more time to follow up. I'm about to go through my email list and people who've joined my email list who need help with their business. I'm about to start smiling and dialing and calling people. So when I had this stuff pre-recorded, and scheduled, I should say, when I have my things scheduled, it gives me more time to sell in my business. That's important. So I'm celebrating my win of showing up tired. And I'm going to celebrate my win tomorrow of scheduling out my emails, right? I'm celebrating today because it's 5 days in a row that I have gone live. I think this is my first 5 day streak since I've been back. I haven't done 5 days in a row of live. And you, like I said, I'm a live queen. So I've gone live for like 60, 90 days at a time. But this is my first 5 day streak since the winter, since I came back from my work trips. So I'm celebrating it all. I'm celebrating great traction on my day in the lives. Oh my gosh. I started posting my day in the lives because I just wanted to show everyone like what I actually do behind the scenes. I wanted to nurture my audience. I wanted to tell more stories and show y'all my life and let you know that yes, I'm a full-time business owner, but I got 2 side hustles that help me keep the lights on and keep things going. That's just the reality. I'm building up my clientele. I'm signing new clients all the time, but I'm building it up to the magical number that I want. And for the life that I want to live, if that means I got to do a little side hustles, I'm going to do a little side hustles on my own terms, right? So I wanted to show that realistic version, the reality of what it looks like to be a business owner. It's not all sunshines and rainbows all the time. It's not all good stuff all the time. And it's not also all bad all the time. I'm very happy with where I am in my life. I found the joy in my business. I found the joy in being me. I found the joy in doing what I love. Like I love to talk. I love to tell stories. So the day in the life was just perfect. So I'm celebrating my win of the content is performing well on all the platforms. Like it's performing the best on YouTube. Some videos are hitting over there on Instagram. They haven't hit really good on TikTok yet, but I'm still pushing. I don't care. The right people are seeing them. The right people are commenting. I'm getting new followers. I'm getting new people to my email list. That's what it's about. So I'm celebrating all of that. It might seem small, but my reels on Facebook are hitting 1,000 views. I'm celebrating that. I hit my breakthrough bonus with Facebook. I'm celebrating that. I'm making money from content that I'm already was going to be creating. I'm celebrating all of that. And I'm celebrating being able to do it on my own freaking terms. We celebrating it all. So I want you to celebrate everything, no matter how small you think it is. Those endorphins are going to keep you excited and it's going to keep you wanting to sell. I didn't know you can monetize from Facebook. So yes, you can. And they had reached out to, well, they had let us know that they had a breakthrough bonus. And they were like, if you have like, I don't know if it's 20K or 50K on another platform, you could apply to be a part of their breakthrough bonus. So I have 50K on TikTok, I got 40K on YouTube. So I applied and they accepted me. And you have to post 20 reels on Facebook, 10 reels on Instagram on each platform. And you have to do it on 10 separate days. Like you can't just go in and post 20 reels on one day. That doesn't count. You need to do it over 10 days. And you can make up to $5,000. So I made my first 1,000. The first month I was on the road, so I made it by the skin of my teeth. But this month I made it early, and I think I can make an extra 500 if I post 2 a day for 7 days. And I've been getting close. Like I did 6 days and then it reset. So I think it resets on Monday. So from Monday to Sunday this week, I'm posting 2 reels on Facebook and hopefully I can get an extra 500. But then my day resets on the 8th. So I'm like, oh, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shit, I might just make it because I have until the 8th. So as long as I post 2 every day, I might get an additional 500. And if that's the case, I'm going to do it again in June. And my bonus is up in June. But that at least would be like 1, 2. That would at least be like $2,500 I made just from posting reels. And with my challenge right now, I'm doing a challenge recap almost every day. So that's a video. And then I have a day in the life to post every single day. That's another video. And then when I need more videos for Facebook, I just go over to my TikTok and pull a video. I also had been couponing. So I recorded a couponing video. I did a grocery haul video for my couponing channel. Because I'm also in the space of like, I have 2 monetized at this point, 3. I had 3 monetized platforms. And I guess Instagram's technically monetized too. All of my platforms are monetized, right? I need to be posting if I can get a few dollars, because even it's an extra $200, $300, $400. My couponing YouTube channel brings in a couple $100 every single month as well. So I record my videos on my phone and I edit them in InShot. So I record my shorts on InShot. I record in my phone, edit on InShot, and then I pull the video from InShot and then I just post on every platform. So I don't post it on TikTok anymore and remove the watermark too much. I record the video in my phone and then edit on InShot, take the video from InShot and post that everywhere. And then I don't have to worry about removing the watermark and my mouth not going along with the words, because that happened a few times. But now do that. So you can use CapCut or InShot to do your vertical videos. And we can talk about that too. Just drop it in Voxer. I have no problem sharing that with you. Okay. Okay. So those are my tips for getting focused on your business. Do we have any questions? Any questions? I know I answered a bunch of questions. So I want to thank y'all so much for joining me. What I ask of you for watching this free live, if this content was helpful, let me know in the comments. If this was helpful, let me know in the comments. Please get on my email list. It's free for you to get on my email list. You'll get notified when I go live. You'll get notified when I post new YouTube videos, and you'll get notified of my new coaching offers. If you are in a place where you're like, I want help, I'm ready to get help, I want coaching for my business, please book a sales call with me. I'm doing this 15K in 15 days challenge, so I'd love to sign you as a client by June 15th. So book a sales call and let's chat. You said an hour a day. Yes, 1 hour a day in your business minimum. And on one of your days off, 2 to 3 hours. So I know you wrangle your kids. So maybe once your kids are asleep, that's when you got to put in your hour. You either wake up an hour early or you stay up an hour after they go to bed and wrangle them. You do. You need to put it on your calendar. And if that means having a more firmer bedtime with your kids, and that means like, okay, kids, your bedtime is this time, you have to be in your bed. And you got to do nanny 911 where every time they get out of bed, you put them back. That's cool. After a few weeks, they'll get with the program, right? But you have to start scheduling it on your calendar so that you can show up for yourself in your business. Because once you actually start having client work, you're going to have to schedule that time anyway to get your client work done. Okay? So I do want to thank you all so much for joining. I'm very excited to have you here. Oh, look, somebody else joined the email list. 2 people joined the email list today. Thank y'all so much. I'm super excited. So please make sure y'all go ahead and book y'all sales calls so we can chat about working together. Actually, 3 new people joined my email list today. That's a win. Let's celebrate. 3 new people on the email list. And I'm going to be reaching out to y'all. Okay? I'm going to put it on my calendar for tomorrow to text and call new people who join the email list and be like, let's book a sales call. How can I help you? Because I got 4 coaching spots available and we need to fill these babies up. We need to fill these coaching spots up, and I need to hit my 15K goal. So I'm not going to sit on Beyonce's internet asking for money, asking for donations. I did put a donation link up there because the last time I did a challenge, people asked if they could donate. I'm not expecting any donations. I just put it there just in case somebody wanted to be like, oh, I can't buy coaching, but I can do $5. Also, if you do decide to do a donation, there is a free Q&A session that I'm going to do. If you donate $25 or more, you can get a Q&A session. So basically, if you want a Q&A session, you can pay $25 to a donation and get a Q&A session. I decided to offer that as an incentive if somebody did want to donate. But yeah, we have got to make this 15K so that we can move and I can take the end of July off and just focus on moving. Even though I'm not going to miss out on a Sunday of Instacart. So I'll still probably go on Instacart on Sundays because being able to make $200 to $300 on a Sunday, like I just can't pass that up. But outside of that, I will be working on my new house and my old house. And I'm just so grateful that I found a new house and I'm obsessed with it and I'm super excited. But anywho, I'm just ranting and raving at this point. I don't see any other questions. Does anybody have any questions for me? And don't be shy. If you're watching and you have questions, I don't bite. Feel free to drop them in the chat. If you have questions and you don't want to ask them in chat, you can send me a DM on TikTok or Instagram. And then you can also send me an email. Did you buy or rent? I'm still renting. I don't think I'm grown up enough to buy a house. And second, I don't know where I want to live. I've lived in the county that I live in right now since I moved to Florida. I've always lived in this county since 2012. So I'm only moving to this new county because that's the county that Kinsley's school is in. So I don't know where I want to live. I don't know where I'm going to be. I'm not tied to a specific area of Florida. That's why I can just get up and move because I can work anywhere that there's internet, my laptop, and a phone. So I don't know where I want to live, and I'm only moving there because of Kinsley's school. Otherwise, I'd stay in this county because I love living in this county. I'm used to it. It's closer to Disney. I'm one county. Actually, technically, half of Disney is in this county. I'm giving away too much information, but I'm closer to Disney over here. So you are renting? Yes, I'm renting. I'm not buying no house. I am not buying no house. I don't know where I want to live. Okay. I'm not ready for that grown up of a purchase yet. But the house that I'm renting, the new house, brand new construction. I want to say this house is an older house, but it's a brand new construction house and it's 4 bedrooms. Oh, I'm so excited. And the funniest thing about all of this, I'll tell this story later, is that when I initially was moving, I was like, I want a house, I want a garage, I want 3 bedrooms. And then I was looking for houses and they were like all out of my price range. So I got discouraged and I was like, fine, we'll just live in an apartment. It's closer. The apartments are closer to the school than a house anyway. And then I applied for an apartment and it did not work out with the days they wanted me to move in. My credit was a hair too low. And I was like, maybe the apartment wasn't it. And I'm so happy I got declined for the apartment. Now, the apartment was cheaper than the house. But the apartment was only 2 bedrooms with a loft. It did not have a garage. It was not what I asked the Lord for, and it was not for what I was meant to have. And this house is everything I thought I needed and more. 4 bedrooms. Yes, I'm going to have a full office and a full guest room. Okay. Big old garage, a beautiful living room. The lighting in that house, like, I won't even need my square box lights. I mean, obviously, when I'm working at night, I will. But during the daytime, it's good. And it's a brand new construction. No one's ever lived in there. So, like, brand new stove, brand new microwave, brand new dishwasher, brand new sinks, brand new toilets, brand new floors. Like, brand freaking new. I'm so excited. It's a little bit more expensive than what I was expecting to pay. But basically, it's about $100 difference than if I was staying here and renewing my lease. And I was like, $100 ain't gonna break me. Like, if that means I got to Instacart an extra day, I will Instacart an extra day. Like, you know what I mean? Nikki says, haven't seen you in a long time. Hey, Nikki, I'm glad you're still doing well and you're still here. I am doing great. I'm actually doing a challenge right now. I'm launching my coaching offers right now. Right now, I'm actually yapping my little butt off right now. I'm just so freaking excited right now. Yeah. So the challenge is doing well. And I needed to do this challenge to make sure I had enough money to move into this beautiful house that the Lord blessed me with. And I'm so excited. The house is beautiful. It's in a brand new construction neighborhood. We have a great community pool, community area. I'll be able to wake up and do my walks in the morning. It's in a really nice and upcoming area. So I'm so freaking excited. I told Kinsley and my sister, I'm like, I'm obsessed. Kinsley was like, I know you're obsessed. I'm like, I'm obsessed with the house. Like, my Amazon cart, it's mostly in save for later, for all the things that I want and need, and being able to like get a new couch, like, because I bought this couch in 2018, and just all the new things that we need to move into a brand new house. Like, I've already donated 5 bags of clothes, and I have 2 more bags downstairs that we need to donate, and I'm going through stuff right now. That's why I'm getting off my live now, so that I can go and finish packing up a house. So I'm gonna start my series of packing up my house in a couple of days. I want to wait until I have like 3 or 4 videos, and then I'm gonna start posting those. So I'll do packing up my house and I'll do unpacking the new house. I'm just so excited. So excited. And so happy that it all worked out. And so happy that I didn't take that apartment because it wasn't going to be what I needed. Like 2 bedrooms. And I was already like, I wanted 3 bedrooms. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited and happy for you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm excited to be working with you for another long months as well. So I'm super excited to have you for sure. And super excited to see what your business blossoms into. Um, so yeah, I am gonna head out because I need to go work on totes. I had 6 or 7 totes in the garage, and I've gone through, I believe, 4 of them. I have 3 more to go through, and then I had a small tote up here, and then I have maybe 2 in this closet. Oh, you're stuck with me for life now. That's fine. Like I have one of my clients that's been with me. I want to say she's been with me since 2022. Yeah. So I think maybe 2021 even. She's been with me for a long time. She was a couponing client for a while. And then, yeah, we started together at the end of 2022. So we're going into like 4 years, if I'm not 3 years, but it feels longer. We're going into 3 years, but it's like a long time to be working with someone. So yeah, she's been with me for 3 years, but she was a couponing client before that. So yeah, she's been with me for a long time. Yeah, we just every month we rocking and rolling, and her business has evolved so freaking much since we've been together. And then when I had some of my couponing clients were with me for 3 and 4 years. Like some of them were with me from 2019 until I closed in 2023. They were with me the whole entire time. And I know there's some of them that would still be with me to this day if I wouldn't have never closed. But listen, you're my ideal client, so I love it. It's perfect. So okay, I'm gonna stop ranting so that I can go and spend some time packing up my house and actually go to bed at a decent time because I gotta wake up and take my baby to the gym because you're so genuine and you actually care about your clients. I do care about y'all. I do. Because I know what it feels like to like want something and not know how to do it, not know how to get it, not understand how everything works. I know what that feeling is. And as I've told y'all before, I literally had to pay $1,000 a month for my first real coaching experience. And that's a lot. Like my rent was $1,034 at that time, and I was paying a coach $1,000 a month. And I thought that she was absolutely psycho. But my business and my life changed from working with her. Exactly. Just the past months, I've learned so much from you all. Thank you, Muna. I'm gonna screenshot that. Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna send you an email for a like a testimonial feedback since we had been at 6 months. So I'll send that to you. And then you can do another one in another like 4 or 5 months, just so I can kind of see, what you've learned, what's been helpful, things of that nature. And so I can put it on the website. But yeah, I learned so much from her. And I was like, well, how can I help someone and it not be $1,000 a month? Now, in a few years, I'll be $1,000 a month. Like once I have that experience, and it's like, yeah, I'm $1,000 a month because this is what you're going to get. But right now, a few $100s a month, and I'll get you together. I'll get you together. Tell Kensley anymore. Girl, we throw away so much artwork. There's actually one right here too. I have one over here from her. I have one right there. And she tried to take this one away today. I have some over here that you can't see that are off camera. And yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna set up my new office because I have more stuff and things. But anywho, I need to go so that I can go pack up the house. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday. I'll be back at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do 8 p.m. every day except for the weekend days. I need to do later because I'll be out Instacarting. So Saturday, Sunday, probably 9 or 10, but throughout the week, I'm gonna do 8. Get it over with. Okay. So thank y'all so much for joining. Make sure you book your sales call if you haven't booked your sales calls already so that you can be one of my clients like Muna. And I will see you. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye. Actually, wait, before I go, I need to record for my vlog. So I turned off Instagram. I'm going to vlog over here. So I'm finally about to get off live. I've been on here for 1 hour and 18 minutes. It was a great live engagement, lots of chatting, and we talked about how to get focused on our business. So, bye. Okay, I'm really going to go now.